Hey guys, today's video is a walkthrough of how we doubled our sales and impressions. This is a follow-up to our previous video. If you want to watch it, you can see it here on how we had such a great weekend in sales and what we did exactly to do that. This is all about how to delist your items and then sell similar in bulk. You can do 100, you could do a 200 at a time. We're going to walk through how to do 100. It only takes a few minutes to do it. And then we'll get right to it. So let's get to the computer. Okay, guys, let's take a look at how we're going to delist. Basically, we're ending 100 listings, and then we're going to sell similar on those listings. And let's look at my method of how we do it. First thing we're going to do is we're going to open this tab. We're just going to go to all of our listings here. We're going to scroll down here. And then we're going to sort them by date. We want the oldest ones first. So you can see I'm all the way up to December 28th. I'm not going to delist this item right here. It's some snaps that I carry in my store. If anybody ever wants to buy a snap, they can buy some snaps to replace if they need to. But the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to open this tab and we're going to sort these and take a look at these items. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to have to go to unsold and not relisted. It's up here in the corner right here. We open up this tab. We want to make sure that it has 0. We want to start fresh right here on this tab because all the items that we end are going to come over to here, and this is where we're going to sell similar. All right, now that we're back on the tab that has our oldest listings, we've sorted it by using this start date sort. Now we have the oldest ones. We're going to select all of them. We're going to deselect these. I don't want to delist and relist the snaps. Then we're just going to scroll down. We're going to make sure all these items are really ones that we want to delist and relist. And we've got 100 on this page. Well, we're going to end up doing 99 since we took one off. We're going to come back up to the top and we're going to end these listings. 99 listings going to be ending. Are you sure you want to do this? Yes, end the listings. Takes a minute. Those are ended. Now we're going to go back over to our other tab located right here. We're going to refresh this. We should have 99. So we have 99 items that have been delisted. We're going to click on the top button to select them all. Then we're going to sell similar. And through this sell similar, we're going to be relisting all of these items. What I do is I select all of them. I go ahead and change the category. I make specific store categories for my items that I delisted and relisted, so I can kind of tell how old the items were, and I know the approximate date that I delisted them. So we're going to find the categories right here. Store categories, we're going to change this. We're going to change them to, I called it relisted. This is kind of newer stuff since I listed it back in December. I'm going to put them in that store category, and I'm going to change all these before I relist them. I did get an error on 4 of them that the return policy wasn't specified. So I'm going to fix these real quick. I'm going to go down here to shipping policy to fix these return policies. I'm going to change it to free 60-day, which I use. It's on all my listings. I'm going to save that. Apply. Hopefully this will turn the red off. All right. Now I'm going to select them all again. Here's where I do things a little bit different, and you can do it however you want to. You can just straight relist them now, but I lower the buy it now price on these items because they are older. I'm going to lower it by $5. Click apply. It's going to take every item down by $5 before it gets relisted. Then I sort by the lowest. I just want to make sure there's not a crazy price in here. These hats I'm okay with $9.95, and then these went to $13. And then the next thing that I do is I sort by highest price. I have a $94 hat in here. Maybe I was a little off on that. We're going to come back in on this one at $44.95. This Hurley hat looks like it's way overpriced. I may have had a keying error. I'm going to take it to $44.95. South Park hat, probably need to lower that down to 28. And then I just kind of adjust the pricing for these hats, taking them down a little bit. I may have put in the wrong price, or I may have been wrong on my initial pricing. So I still have the red. It's never done this before, but I still have the red for the return policy. I'm going to go ahead and submit these listings and come back and do this later. 99% of the time, this doesn't happen, but of course, I'm doing a YouTube video, so it does. Uh, then the last thing that we're going to do is we're just going to submit this. We have changed the store category, we dropped our prices, we're going to submit all of these, and they're all going to be relisted. And it didn't really matter. They all went through. It would have an error here if those return policies didn't work, but apparently that was just a glitch. So we're done. Last step is I always leave my unsold listings on zero. So if you go back and you want to do another batch of 100, they don't get mixed in with these. So now we can just delete these. And now our unsold listings is reset back to zero. And then we can come back over to our active listings. We could come down here and then we could start this process all over again in these listings and then sell similar on those listings again. Here are the downfalls of relisting these items this way and selling similar. One, you will lose the watchers that you have on any of these items. So if you have a hot item that a lot of people are watching, they will be gone. Um, the way I see it is after 90 days, I watch items all the time. And then after 90 days, the likelihood of me ended up buying that item is really, really low. So the benefit of getting it in front of more people and more eyes again, far exceeds, a watcher that may have been on that item that's over 90 days old. So just beware of that. Also, do not use this if you use a date based inventory system. You will lose the date that you listed the item. They'll all say today is the 28th. They will all say March 28th now at 8 o'clock in the morning. You listed everything at the same exact time. So that's very important too. And then I always make the change of the price just a little bit. $5, you could do 10%. You can do it by percent instead of dollars if you wanted to do it that way, or you could just lower them by $1, and then maybe in 90 days try another dollar if you are really concerned about the sales price that way. But this has really helped us. I'm going to share with you kind of the increase that we've had in our traffic. You can see the dramatic change that we've had just in the last 5 or 6 days that we have been doing this on our eBay store. It's almost doubled the traffic. Our sales have doubled. I know that it's going to run out because I will eventually run out of items that are older than 90 days. But I think just keeping a constant rhythm of doing this every time the item gets too old, I think is really going to keep us in a better place and keep our store a lot healthier.